Let's see if it's now going to connect to the new Planet Crafter one. Oh, it worked! Hey, look at me go, everybody. I feel special. All right, same thing. Let's see if we connect to the new Facebook one. All right. Come on, Facebook. Let's see if we can get... See, this allows me to split it up so it's easier for you guys to find it later. So if you just want to see me play Planet Crafter, that'll be separate from my Fallout playthrough. I've been trying to figure out how to do it for a while. I think I got it down. Yes, now I can play multiple games in a day. There we go. All right, we're off and running, everybody. Let's see some GGs in the chat. Let's show some love to all the peeps help supporting the Kismet Love Train. Now, if you haven't already done so, hit that follow button if you're on all the other platforms, or the same thing is also called the subscribe button over on YouTube, which is basically a follow button everywhere else. Okay, this game is awesome. Now, I've played through the game multiple times here on stream when it was in early access. It is now at 1.0 or release version. It has a bunch of new stuff that I've not even played with or tried yet. An incredibly fantastic game. I definitely want to show it off just so you guys can get it. Now, again, I would just go right now. In fact, let me take a second and just give you guys some love. Make it super easy on you over here. I'm going to go up here and actually grab the thing here, and I'm going to throw it in my Twitch chat. Planet Crafter. Boom, right there to show them some love. Now, I like to support indie devs, everybody, because you know what? They don't have $250 million. This is a passion project for two people who are working on this right now. So I suggest you go up there and show them some love. Let me throw it over on... Oh, wait, I got the wrong YouTube chat now. Hold on, I gotta update my YouTube chat over here. This ain't your mama stream up in here, everybody. This is complex stuff I'm doing. Streaming to 4 platforms at the same time. All right, there we go. All right, got that over there. Let me go ahead and throw it over on Kick as well. Let's give out the maximum amount of love, and we'll go over on Facebook, and we'll throw that in the comments for all of you watching over on Facebook as well. All right, there we go. Okay, now you got the link. Go check it out, everybody. At least wish listed, I would say. Oh, and we got another hype train going, everybody. We got 2 minutes and 36 seconds to crush that hype train. If you want to donate bits, you want to donate gifted subs, all of that stuff, you can get that going. Now, also down below my Twitch stream here, everybody, you can see I have a bunch of panels down here. I did update the events this week for Fallout 76. So if you're looking for the new codes, or if you're looking for what events are going on, or where Minerva is going to be, or where she already was, in this case, you can check that out. You can also check out my website, kismet.gg, right over here. And you're like, Kismet, what kind of gear do you have? What kind of computers and stuff? Well, I am way above and beyond any other streamer you've ever seen, everybody. I am, look, this is my setup right there. So you can see behind the scenes, including all of the software, all of the different parts and pieces of my studio setup. You can actually see it right there. Now, what you know what else would be awesome? What if I actually had it where I also had all of the games, or at least most of the top games that I do play here on stream? I got all of those on the website as well. Guess who made this website? This guy. It took a lot of hours. It took hundreds of hours to make this website. So say you're looking for a game, and you're like, Kismet, what's this whole Subnautica? What's that game? That's an amazing game, everybody. You can click on that, and bam, right over here, 15% off over there on Humble Bundle. Just follow that link. Get yourself at a discount, because Kismet likes to hook you up. My favorite thing, giveaways and discounts. That's my thing. I love doing it. And you can check out different games. Like if the game is free, like Fallout Shelter, boom, it'll just pop you right over to Steam, and you can just go ahead and add it to your library and play the game right away. Fallout Shelter, another fantastic game, one of my favorites. So you can check that out at kismet.gg. I'll go ahead and throw that on all the different platforms, so you guys will have those links. You can check out all the social media, especially the website, especially the Discord. Now, also on my Discord, everybody, over here, I do put things up here like game deals and all of that stuff. So you can see down here, you can get Outer Worlds, which is like the makers of Fallout New Vegas made that. I played that through as well. Super fantastic game. Other games that are coming out. You can also get a whole bunch of awesome stuff using the Humble Bundle, where you subscribe and you get tons and tons of games from that. And then, of course, a bunch of stuff from Prime. Now, one of the things I want to show before I go ahead and move on, which is the main reason why I'm doing all of this, is the fact that you can get Fallout 76 right now for free through Amazon or Prime Gaming right over here. So you can just claim the game. I already own it on every platform, so I don't need to claim it. But you can get that for free. And then, of course, a whole bunch of other games in there as well. I typically do that like beginning or the end of the week, I'll do that. You can also get your Tell You Nothing t-shirts as well that help support the stream as well. But lots of cool stuff down here as well, everybody, about emotes and my schedule and so on and so forth. In fact, I'm my Eco partner and G-Portal partner and all my sponsors and other cool stuff down there. But also sometimes what I do is I put free codes in here and free games in here. It's like first come, first serve. So I'll throw a bunch of codes in there. I'll throw a bunch of stuff. If I find free stuff or if I find stuff that's like giveaways, like for PCs and things like that, I usually retweet those on my, what I call X Twitter over there as well. But let's go ahead and get into some Planet Crafter, everybody. That kind of gave you an overview of all that stuff for all the new peeps. But let's get into Planet Crafter. We're going to hit play. And we're going to turn the audio up. I love to play games with music, but sadly, as a streamer, I have to turn that off just in case. Now, you can see that I have some other playthroughs over here, and we might go look at those playthroughs here in a second, but we're going to start a new game. And we're going to do, name is going to be Kismet 1.0. How about that? And then game mode standard. Now, you do have different game modes that you can do from hardcore to intense. Normally, I play like in normal mode, and then I'll play it in the hardest mode, as long as it's not permadeath. I'm not a big fan of permadeath for me, but hey, if it's your thing, more power to you. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and start this one. And we're going to go 1.0. Here we go.
Emergency. Correct your trajectory. Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
Now, if you love Subnautica, everybody, this is your jam. Very much reminds me of Subnautica. Okay, we crashed. Okay, so now we got a bunch of first steps there. Craft a T1 backpack. We're now on the surface. We got a little crafting thing over here. I honestly can't remember how to work this thing. There we go. It's left click. So we got to get a T1 backpack. So we're going to need some iron. We're going to need some magnesium, silicon. We're going to need a whole bunch of stuff so we can craft all these things. Now here in the storage crate, we have a bunch of stuff in here, including lerma seeds, some space food, some oxygen capsules, some waters, and some food. Now, in the beginning, when you walk outside like this, you're going to start having a problem with oxygen and food and all of those things, you know, how it is in most of the beginning of games. And you can see that I landed right here in the middle of this particular area. Now, what's this game all about? Well, it's called Planet Crafter. So your job is to first figure out who the heck you are, how you got here, figure out the storyline, and all of that. Also, to collect resources, to upgrade your resources, build bigger, better things. You can build bases and all that kind of cool stuff, very much like in Subnautica. And over here, we can see there's some ice. So we can go ahead and hit that ice and basically just use our little miner thing here to mine some iron. Uh-oh, oxygen level is low. Uh-oh, let's run back in here real quick and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we know we can get oxygen back. Let me offset myself over here so you guys can see. We can get oxygen back over there. In fact, what I'll do is I'll move myself back over here. Let's see if I can temporarily move myself over just a little bit here for Planet Crafter. Watch this magic, everybody. This is actually, this is tricky stuff. Watch this. Okay, X. Now, you might think it's easy in OBS, but see, I'm actually in another program called Polypop where I can actually rotate myself, too. Whee! And do all sorts of cool stuff. I can even go in 3D. That's right. Whoa! We can do all sorts of fun stuff here as well. So there we go. I'm going to move over a little bit so you can see my oxygen. Oh, God, I'm going to die. Quick, get back in the thing. Okay. Phew. All right, I was close. So that's my oxygen. So you got to watch out for your oxygen while you're out there. Now, of course, the thing I would make first is a better oxygen tank. That's what I would do. So I need some magnesium, and so I need to look around. I think this might be some magnesium here. Now, I haven't played this game in a while. There's some iron. What do we got over here? Silicon. Okay, so you can only go so far because your backpack's only going to let you. Now, I'm a super looter, everybody, so I would go around and, oh, inventory full. There's something that's never happened to me before. Look at that. How many minutes was that? 2 minutes in? 2 minutes in, already overburdened. All right, so we'll put some of this back. Now, we do have oxygen capsules that we can use if we get low on oxygen. And then also food And again, where'd our water go? Water here. Now, you can see we have some resources. Now, I don't think you can craft from bank. I don't remember if you can or not. Let's put the cobalt away and let's see. I don't know if they added that or not. Let's see. No. See how it disappeared? See how the cobalt's no longer there? So you do have to have it physically on your character. In there. And again, magnesium. Well, backpack we can make bigger. Let's do that one first because that's the easiest. Okay, so now I got the backpack and I can go ahead and just double click on it. And now you can see my backpack is doubled in space. And then T1 oxygen. Now we need more iron. And we got to find some magnesium. What's this? Titanium. Okay. That's titanium. We got something shiny over here. Looks like iron. Yeah, there we go. It's all iron. Now, there's certain locations where they have a bunch of resources. And honestly, I can't remember where it is. I think it's over there in the sandy area. But again, we got to watch out for our backpack over here. Now, I also got to remember how the heck how I build stuff. Let's go look at the controls. Move forward, left, right. Action key is U. Construction is Q. Construction microchip required. Oh, that's right. I got to make the microchip. I forgot. So we've got the microchip. Yeah, we need a lot of magnesium here. Okay. And water bottle we can make with ice, and then we can make oxygen capsules with cobalt. But we got to find some magnesium. Now, sometimes when you're running around, you're gonna find little boxes that you can do. Now, if you notice, the planet here is, of course, desolate desert planet right now. But over time, you will actually terraform the planet and kind of progress through the different levels of terraforming. Ah, there we go. There's some magnesium. I actually remember what it looked like. That's amazing in itself, everybody. Right there. There's some magnesium. All right. Now, you can also look for little boxes that might have some resources in it. That's really super helpful at the beginning of the game. But me, I like to, just find what's local and then go back over here. And now, there we go. Now, don't forget to put it on. Very important to double click and put it on. You can see now that my oxygens went up to 145. I'll take it back off again. You can see it was 100%. And then now 145. So we can spend longer running around. Now, me, I like to try to establish my base right around. Now, I've already played through the game, so I know some things that are going to happen in the future, which I actually remember. So I don't necessarily want to put my base right here. And some of you have played the game before, know exactly why. Do not spoil it in the chat, everybody. Do not spoil why in the chat. There you go. Big facts, yes, big facts up here in the channel, that's for sure. Learn to play or tell me nothing. This is a learn to play. Learn to play up in here. For sure. Why is my Twitch chat not working? Hold on. There we go. Okay, working now. Sometimes my thing stops working. Make sure all of this is still working. That's kind of dangerous when you're a streamer, everybody. Because, you're not paying attention and you're, talking to the chat and then all of a sudden your oxygen runs out. That's not good. So I just keep going back here to the beginning to get started. Now, I want to actually build my base way over there. Now, to build a base, I'm going to need some microchips that are going to allow me to do that. Now, after a while, you'll just know what stuff looks like, right? This is ice and that's cobalt and this over here is magnesium, which is the thing that typically I'm looking for the most in the beginning. Because this is what makes all those little chips and stuff. And again, I grab everything because, in the long run, it looks like they definitely improved the animation of grabbing resources as well. Oh, inventory full. There's a surprise. Okay, back to my little ship over here. And I'm going to keep using this as a kind of a central base to get started. Okay, now we got our torch, we got our deconstruction, and we got our construction. So let's start with construction. And then again, we can go to our backpack, double click that. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, no! What's going on? What's going on? Oh no, there's meteors coming in. Oh, I'm sure I'm perfectly safe just to stand out here in the middle of nowhere, right? Oh, I'm not standing out there. I'm standing in here. Let's watch those meteors come down. Now, every now and again, a meteor shower come down. Now, at first, you would think it was a bad thing, but it's not. It's actually a good thing because what it's doing is actually dropping resources when it crashes into the ground. So as we see those hit the ground, boom, it's actually bringing resources from outer space. And usually the meteors happen around wherever you are. So I'm gonna let those keep going. While those are blasting the ground, I need more silicon here for my deconstruct and for my torch, and I need some more magnesium as well. Oh, look out. Whoa, one coming real close. Now this only goes on for a little bit here and then it will stop. Yeah, bring me them resources. One left. Boom. All right. Now, again, those probably brought me some special resources. But what I need to do is I need to get my torch going because now it's getting nighttime. What do I need for my torch? I need silicon and magnesium. Now, this is the type of game, everybody, you think, well, I'm just going to play for a few minutes. Then 12 hours later, you're thinking, one more hour, one more hour, one more hour. Oh, yeah, I know some of you are like me. Where you just all of a sudden like, oh my God, it's like the sun is coming up, right? That kind of deal can happen quite easily in here. I forgot what the other thing. I need silicon and magnesium, right? Silicon was the other thing. Okay, so we got to find some silicon out here. Oh, okay. See, this stuff just dropped. That stuff just dropped. Now, when your meteors drop, you want to go ahead and take advantage of that because it's going to be way easier just to go pick that stuff up versus you going and have to actually extract it. What does silica look like? I forgot already. Like this. There we go. Looks like plastic, kind of. Okay, so let's get our torch. Oh, we already went whole daytime already. Let's get our torch on. There we go. Honestly, I can't remember how to turn the torch on. Let's go see. Options. Turn on light F. Ah, there we go. Okay, and then the other thing that we need to do is our deconstruct. So we can construct stuff and we can deconstruct it. Silicon and magnesium. So magnesium, again, is one of the ones you're probably going to be the rarest of the ones you're looking for in the beginning. It's not that rare, but it is a little bit rare to find. And again, now we can stay out of the ship much longer. Now our water is getting low over here. Our health is looking okay for right now. But we'll go ahead and work on that water. I usually let it go way down. And then I just simply go in here and double click or right click. There we go, right click. And then you can see my water's all the way back up. So it's better just to let it go all the way down before you hit it. Okay, magnesium over here. I see some. Right over there. And look at this. Some over here we can just pick up. Left click, pick up all this loot. And inventory full again. That's how it goes, everybody. Oxygen's running low, but no worries. We'll go in here. And now we'll get our deconstruct chip. And we are good. Now, one problem here, everybody, is I don't have enough room to put my deconstruct chip in there for right now. And we're going to need to make this bigger or have more of this, more space. But now we can go ahead and get it going. Now, we want to go ahead, now that we have our ability to craft, we're going to hit Q. And you can see we can craft a bunch of cool stuff in here, and you can unlock even more stuff. But we want to go ahead and craft a living compartment. We need iron and we need titanium, which we already have. And we can go straight into crafting mode, which is cool. Now, I happen to know that that I don't want to craft it over here. And that's a big tip, everybody. Do not craft it where you land over there because you'll regret it later on for sure. But the problem is you got to get your oxygen tank going first so that you can walk, or you make a bunch of oxygen things, which I have some on me. So you can just kind of run over here to this side. I highly recommend getting onto a high hill or building it way up on the side. Do not build in the low side over there. or you will regret it. My favorite place is right here because this is kind of the central area. And I'll build other smaller bases around. But right up here is a good central spot to start your base. I usually go over here. I guess I could start up there, but let's just go right here and see how it works out. So we'll just go in and put our compartment in like this. We can also use foundation grid, stairs, and all that other stuff, but we'll just put this in here. And then we want to build out the door, but we don't have enough silicon and iron. Uh-oh, we're going to run out of oxygen. We're going to go ahead and right-click our oxygen capsule. That got us all the way up. And so we need magnesium. We need silicon, which is right here. And I already forgot what the other thing is. Iron. I have a short attention span, everybody. It's not good. I don't. Okay, we're going to actually put it on this side. Boom. And then if we go inside, well, guess what? Now it automatically does our oxygen. We don't even need to have power. Just put down a little room with the doorway so you can get in, and your oxygen is good no matter where you are. And you want to build little places all around so you can just run in there and fix your oxygen so you don't have to have your oxygen capsules on you as much. But now we want to go ahead and do a drill. Now, a drill, what it's going to do is drill out a certain resource on the ground. And I'm just kind of following the tutorial. We'll get into more advanced stuff here in a minute. Get a little bit of silicon, a little bit of iron. We need some titanium as well, right over here. There we go. And that's going to allow me now to make a drill. Now, when you put your drill down, it's going to have a certain type of thing they can do. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And then we're going to look at the drill itself. And basically what it's going to do is affect the pressure of the planet. So this is like terraforming the planet. Now, another thing I need to do to make this run is a wind turbine. So I need, you guessed it, more resources. And again, this is very much a resource collector and whatnot. And it's good to kind of learn what they look like over here. So iron there, maybe a little more iron here. And then I got to watch my oxygen over here so I don't die. Give you some of my best tips to get you started in Planet Crafter. Then run in here. And there you go. Don't have to worry about it. You're good. Now, we can go ahead and make our wind turbine. I like to put the wind turbine on top if I can. It's a little tricky to get up there and get going. I forget if I got my jetpack in the beginning. Do I have my jetpack in the beginning? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I do. So in the beginning, since I can't get up on top there, it's not easy to kind of snap it up there. I just throw it on the ground. It's wireless powered. So wherever you throw it, boom, now it's going to start affecting the pressure. Now look up there in the upper right-hand corner. It says 1 TI. And that basically is the setup of the pressure and whatnot. Now we have a bunch of screens down here as well. I'll scroll up just a little bit. A bunch of screens right here. That are going to help us with different things. So the next thing we need is our terraformation screen because we're going to terraform the planet. I just happen to have all of the resources there. So we're going to go ahead and get that. And we're going to go inside here. And we can just kind of put it up on the wall. And get it going the right way. There we go. And I'm just going to put it up along this back wall. I'm going to put it up a little bit though because I want to put some boxes down below. But there we go. So we're at 0, 0. And right now we're at 8. Oh, we just went from 7 to 8. And you can see it's starting to affect the pressure of the planet. And as you terraform the planet actually changes as you're playing the game, which is amazing. Incredibly awesome. Yes, very much like Astroneer meets Subnautica. Really, really fantastic. The name of this game is called Planet Crafter. It has gone now release. Just came out on the 10th, so about 14 days ago. It did come out with a release version of the game, and it has a bunch of stuff that even I've not played yet, everybody. A bunch of stuff that we haven't even played through. Now, I think what I might do is just play it, once a week or whatnot, and we'll just keep working on it just little by little. We'll see if that works out because, I have a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay, the next thing we got to do is do another screen for blueprints. So guess what we're going to need? Iron and silicon. So we'll get some iron. Now, it seems like you've got lots of resources out here, everybody, but these resources do quickly run out for sure. Let's get a little titanium, a little bit more iron, and we're looking for silicon now, which looks like black plastic right over here. And there we go. All right. Now, so far, I've done all of this before, but we're going to get to a point where I haven't done any of it. where it has a bunch of new stuff that they've added to the game since the last time I played, which was quite a while ago. And I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. Okay, so this is blueprints. I can put it on the ground, but I can also, I like to make a little desk and say stick that desk over here on the side. Ooh, it snaps really nicely now, too. Oh, very nice. Oh, now I need more iron. I used up my iron on my desk. Again, this is one of these games, everybody, where you start playing it, and it'll be morning time. You won't even know it. Oh, I did some emotes. I forgot. Oh, my guy looks really good, too. Yeah, he's looking good. All right, snap out of it. Snap out of it. We got to get back to it. They really improved the character, the look of the character, too. Very cool. Okay, now we got our blueprints, which we're going to unlock blueprints as we go, so we want to definitely get that in there. And then our screen energy levels, more iron, more silicon. Let's grab this magnesium while we're at it. And I try to go different directions, so if you notice I go one direction this time and another direction the other time, that just makes it easier for me to find stuff that is closer to where I'm at. Now, I'll come out here and I'll actually collect all of this, everybody. We don't have enough storage room right now to collect it all. So I'm just collecting just the things I need just to finish that main tutorial because I only have so much time to play today. So we want to go ahead and get that main stuff going. Oh, I forgot some iron. Again, just kind of look around, see what you got that's close. There's one right there. Again, the meteors will also bring a bunch down as well. Now, had I had a bunch of storages, I could have ran around and grabbed up all the stuff from the meteors. The second after the meteors are done, or even while they're going, if you're crazy, you can run out there and hope that you don't get hit by it. But you want to grab that stuff right away because it will go away after too much time. Oh, and then we ran out of power. That's what that noise is. You can see that the pressure thing stopped. So now we need more wind turbines. And guess what we need? More iron. Again, now I'm going pretty fast in the game, everybody, because I've played through multiple times before. But I'm giving you the basic overview of the game. And again, low power. I mean, when you see your stuff's not spinning or you hear that noise of it powering down, then you definitely need to go and put another one of those down. And there we go. Everything back up and running. Okay, now we can go ahead and click on it and show the interface. We can see we've got one drill. We have 3 different screens, and we have 2 power. So we're using 1.5 power, and we're producing 2.4 now. We have available of 90. So that's basically your power area. Then these are your blueprints. Look how many blueprints, everybody, just in that one row. Just in that top row alone. Again, there's a bunch of stuff in here that I don't even know. Now, as you can see, it unlocks at 300 Ti. Which means that if you terraform a certain thing, right, you terraform, it's going to unlock. Right now it's at 49. And then your oxygen, you can see that this one's going to be at 1.0 ppt, which is basically your oxygen level. And then your heat level, your pressure level, oxygen tank at 70. I'm at 51 right now. So we need things that do all of these things. Things that terraform the planet, that fix the oxygen, the heat, and the pressure, right? So those are all the things. You can see them right there. That we need to work on, and they'll unlock new things as you go through and as you do that. And we can look at our big board up here. Our pressure's looking good at 54. Now, of course, it's going to get tougher and tougher, so you're going to need bigger and bigger machines as you go along. But right now, it's pretty easy. We're in the easy mode. Now we need a heater. So we need iridium, iron, and silicon. We could also do our veggie tube instead, which is over here, which is right here, which just needs some iron. So I try to do the stuff that's the easiest for me to do earliest, even if it's out of order from the tutorial up there. I'll go ahead and grab that stuff first. Oh, I don't see the iron over here. There's some. And you'll see I don't grab a lot in the beginning because I'm just trying to get the it going. And you want to have all of your stuff constantly running while you're doing other things. If I'm going to go collect all these resources, I should have it working on my pressure and working on my food and all of that stuff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this down. I actually can't remember how to rotate. I think it's roll wheel. We'll put that in the corner. Whoa, here we go again. Whoa, here comes the meteors. So this right here is now going to help with our thing over here. So we can open the veggie tube and we can put stuff in there. Now, we actually have stuff that we can put in there, but it's back at our other thing, and right now there's a bunch of meteors coming down. But you know what? I'm crazy. Let's do it. Oh, my health's getting low, too. Let's eat some food. Let's see if I make it. Run away! Run away! Oh, and I got a new blueprint. You can see right there. Just unlocked over there as well. Let me run over here. Where's my thing at? Oh, God, it's way over there. It's way over there. They're aiming for me. Run! Run! Yeah, this might be trouble over here. Let me move myself back over here so I'm not blocking the thing. There we go. All right, I'm running for it. Now, again, if you're in trouble, everybody, make sure you stay a certain distance from your bases or make base where you can do it. All you gotta do is make the base in a door. Then you can go inside and it'll help you with your oxygen. And then also protect you against getting hit from all of that stuff. I should have emptied my thing, by the way. I didn't because I forgot. Right here, Lerma seed. We're also going to grab these resources. I guess we could leave the food, a little bit of food, and oxygen capsules over here. But we want to go ahead and bring all the rest of the stuff. Whew, okay, we dodged the meteors. We're looking good. Now, we might want to do some water before we go because it looks like my water's about to run out there. Let's go back over here and see if we have any water in here. We don't, just oxygen and food. Let's go ahead and eat one of those food. And then we'll go over here to the crafting, and we'll craft some water using the ice. There we go. And then we right-click, and then our water is good. Just like that. All right, there you go. Easy peasy. Now, again, do not build your base over there. I've made that mistake. I made that mistake in my first playthrough, and it does have long-term effects. Now, of course, you can just build a little base over there and then build a bigger base over here. You can build bases all over the place. There's no limit to where you can build bases in the game. I mean, you can't build them sometimes on certain rocks and stuff like that, but you can build them pretty much in any flat spot. Even inside caves, you can actually build it if the cave's big enough. You can build some stuff in there as well. I'm not going to tell you what that stuff is, but you can build in there. Okay, so we got this going over here. Like so. And we've unlocked some new things. So we have our items here that we unlocked. I forget what it was that we unlocked. What did it say? Oh, we unlocked some new crafting stuff in our other thing. Okay, we got to make a crafting station. Now, this is a T2 crafting station, which is different. There we go. We can see the arrow. R, by the way, for rotate. We can see that this one's different, and it has more stuff to craft. Now, you can see I've got an exoskeleton. I've got a new oxygen tank. And so on. And so what it does, it uses the previous oxygen tank to make the new one, so you don't end up with extra oxygen tanks, which I think is awesome. So we need some silicon and some cobalt. So let's get some cobalt over here. And we're going to go hunt down some more silicon. Again, this, oh, look at this. This stuff just sitting here. I can just grab it. It came down on those meteors. Easy. And it keeps you from running out of resources as well, which is pretty cool. The meteors do. Okay, bigger oxygen tank. And then don't forget to make sure that it's actually on your character and not in your inventory, because that's not going to help you. Okay, now we have our Lerma seeds. Now, our Lerma seeds, you can actually get different levels of these seeds. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click that. And it's going to go in here to our container. And it's now going to start the progress of our oxygen. You can see basically plants producing, taking the carbon monoxide and convert it into oxygen. You can see our oxygen is now going. Now, the other thing is we need our heater, and we need some iridium and silicon. Now, remember, I haven't played this game, I think, in like a year or like 9 months or something like that. But I seem to remember it was over this way. I guess we're going to find out. I guess we're going to see how good my memory is, everybody. Now, sometimes, by the way, that the meteors will bring down the resources that you need. And as you progress through the game, it'll actually bring you different resources as well. There's a long way to go. Now, again, now you can see I have 200% instead of 145. I believe it was in here where the kind of dirt waterfall is, or sand waterfall. I'm remembering correct. Yes, I think it's in here. Wow, that's when I remember stuff, everybody. It's a miracle. Now again, my oxygen hits halfway. That's when I'm going to be in trouble. So I need to just grab some. Oh, that's iridium. Is that what I needed? I don't remember. But I don't know. I'm running back now. Now, another thing that I could do is go ahead and say, you know what? I'm just going to build a little spot here. And, of course, this is risking the fact that you have these resources nearby. So we got iron, and then what's the other thing? Silicon and titanium. So there's titanium. Don't see any silicon over here. Again, now if I don't make this happen, everybody, I'm going to die. Because there's no way I can get back now in time before I run out of oxygen. All right, there we go. Got it done. Okay, so you just build yourself a little spot over here. Including you can build yourself another crafting station. I would build a crafting station in each location. So let's look for some more iron. Oh, and here's some, looks like ice in there. Yeah, so we can make some water. Magnesium. Some iron. Honestly, I forgot what I was looking for. I think it was silicon. That's iron. Again, if you notice, I'm not collecting everything yet. I gotta have all the basics first. And I'm just trying to go a little bit faster in this playthrough since we've done a bunch of this before. But by the way, while I'm doing this, it's still terraforming. See up there in the upper corner? It's 155 now. All that stuff is still running. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and put in a crafting station. How do I rotate it the other way? That's a good question. I can't remember. T? R? Oops. This one. T. Yeah, T rotates it the other way. Okay. Oh, ran out of power. We need some more iron. Now, as long as you have oxygen, you're pretty well off. Because you can always just stop whatever you're doing, get some oxygen, and then run back out and grab whatever resource you need. So we're also going to need some power over here. Oops, this way. Going to need some power to run our thing. So we'll put that out there. There we go. And then we should be able to build... What the heck were we building? I can't remember. Oh, we're building our heater. Yes, so we do need iridium. That's what we need. Iron and silicon. Now, I'm not going to put the heater over here, though I could. It doesn't matter where I put it. Or actually, you know what? I think I will put it over here. I'm going to put my heaters over here, just for fun. More iridium over here. Now, again, I have an advantage since I've played through before. I know iron and silicon. That's titanium. Some iron. I kind of remember where the resources are. I don't remember where they all are, but I kind of remember there's iridium over here. And so I'm good. Okay, and then there's our heater. Now, I can put the heater down in any base, but I can't put it down on the ground. So I can just use this base over here as my actual heater base. And anytime I need to make more heaters, I'm probably going to need more iridium. And so this would probably be a good spot to do that. And it ran out of power again. It's going to do that a lot, everybody. A lot. That it's going to be constantly running out of power. But that's all part of the fun. Now, in the beginning, you're going to be kind of scrimping and saving. And later on, this lower level resources are not as difficult as this, where you're just collecting them individually. I'll show you that later on. Okay, more wind turbines. And there we go. Now, your power is connected all over, so it's connected across the whole entire game. So keep that in mind. All your power networks. Okay, there we go. So that's good. Now, craft screen progress. I don't have craft screen progress, guys. And reach blue sky, which is 175,000 Ti, and I'm at 194. Okay, so we're good there. Do we got a little iridium? Yes, we'll take that with us. Okay, now I'm going to try to run back to my my primary base for right now. And you can see there's something over here that we want to check out. And there's actually a lot of places where there's a bunch of cool stuff and a lot of secret, hidden stuff that you can find in this game. Very, very cool. Oh, there's one in the beginning. Oh, I just remembered. There's one over here. Oh, I can show you one over here, everybody. Let's see if I can find it. I forgot. It just dawned on me. I just remembered. Let me catch up on chat a little bit here. Superman moved the sun. Yeah, he moved a little too close to this planet. Can Superman lift Thor's hammer? Yes, he can. If Captain America can lift it. I don't know if the Superman from the new Superman movie could lift it because he, like, killed the dude. But I know that Christopher Reeve's Superman could lift it. That's for sure. Okay, so we unlocked our first thing, our oxygen tank down here. Now, of course, the more you put down the heat things, the more oxygen things you put down, the more pressure things you put down, of course, the faster those things are going to go. And you can actually just try to aim towards stuff that you want to aim toward, like in this case, terraforming. It's getting pretty close. I almost got a new backpack. Oxygen does indoor ladder and heaters and all that stuff, which I don't really need right now. Right here gives me a living compartment window. This actually gives me a T2 drill, so I can actually drill more. And then, of course, it will release the pressure. Communication antenna, glass, and screen transmissions, which, oh, we need screen progress. Where is screen progress at? I think it's up here. I don't remember where this stuff is. There's probably some new stuff in here I never even seen before. Biomass screen, orbit. That must be way at the end. Huh. See, this is just telling you your oxygen, heat, and whatnot, but it's not telling you your actual progress of the game. And we'll unlock it as we go. Okay, so we're going to need some more, we'll just wait on our food. We're going to need some more storage space. So another thing I suggest to do straight away is to work on your storage. So we're going to need iron. And then also what I like to do is I like to work toward having it automatically extract my stuff for me. So we're going to work on that as well. But since we got our little base over here, we're going to go ahead and put in some storage right over here. And I love the new snapping. Oh, that snapping with the arrow so you know the direction. I remember the arrow. I feel like the snapping is way nicer. And then you can see I can put all this stuff in here. I'm not going to do any deconstruction for right now. So I can get all that stuff out my inventory. And now I can just have a great time collecting all of the resources. Oh, there we go. New backpack. Well, let's just go back. Every time that dings, everybody, I suggest you come back and you build that new thing. So I need iron and silicon. And I think I have some silicon in here, right here. Put the titanium away. Oops. But not enough iron. Okay, let's go find some more iron. Now, at this point, I can just, you know, whatever I run into, I'm just going to grab. But I definitely want to leave room for the iron, though. Oh, look at this. Bunch of stuff just sitting out here, too. From the meteors. But I want the iron. I'm going to show you a secret here in just a bit, everybody. So settle in. So settle in. Yeah, and this game is awesome, everybody. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. This is totally my jam. If you like Subnautica, you're going to love this game as well. There's a lot of storyline in it. The reason why you're here on the planet and all of that stuff as well. Remember, this is made by 2 people, everybody. They did an incredibly great job. What they did, which is something I always suggest to game devs, put the fun in first. Forget about the technology and the graphics and all that other crap. Make sure the game is fun first. Work on what the game is about, why you're making the game, what the whole gist of the game is, and what's fun about playing that game. That is should be your #1 goal in making any game for sure. All right, T2 backpack. Now we look at our backpack. Ah, there we go. So now our backpack is bigger. We can collect more loot. And so we're going to go and put this loot away. And we're going to go out here and get some more. Again, I like to kind of fan out from... Oh, hydration level critical. Hold on, we got to go back. Make ourselves some water. We have any in there already? Nope. Okay, so we grab the ice here. Now, one of the things, another big tip I would suggest everybody is to grab all of the ice in the early game. I'm not going to tell you why, but I am going to tell you to grab as much ice as you possibly can in the early game. So definitely grab a ton of that. And now we can just go to town. Super loot. By the way, you don't have to click the button. You just hold it down. Click and hold. It'll do the rest. You can see we can collect a lot now. We work very quickly on our backpack. And by the way, you can see the index is still going over there, and I can accelerate that. I'll work on that just in a minute. And then over here, we're going to collect as much as we can until we fill our inventory. Oh, there we go. Inventory full. And so again, I'll just kind of fan out from where I start. Now, my base is getting a little full over here, but one of the cool things you can do is you can build another base. So I need 2 iron to do that. Let's look in here and see if we have any iron. We have no iron in here, and our inventory is full. Now, this is a problem you're going to run into, and I ran into this problem on purpose. Because now I need to make some more storages, but I don't have any iron. And I don't have any space in my inventory to pick up any iron. So what you can do is just drop stuff on the ground like that. I'm going to drop that ice. And then we're going to specifically go look for iron. Iron is one of those things you're going to use a tremendous amount. So we want to go ahead and get some of that while we have room in our inventory. Over here. There we go. And we're going to get it going. You were playing this last night? Oh, it's great, isn't it, Dio? Again, this is like my 4th playthrough? 3rd or 4th playthrough? I can't remember. But I haven't played it since they updated it. I wonder if they can set them on... Oh, you can't set them on top of each other. Oh, that's a bummer. I wonder if it's because that thing's in the way. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to set it over here to the side. Good enough. And then I can go in here. Now, what I'm going to start doing is sorting my resources. So I'm going to put all the magnesium, let's say magnesium and titanium in that one. And we can pick up these ice now. There we go. And then over here, I'll pick up the magnesium and titanium. And if I click something else, oh well. And then I'll just start sorting it, right? So if I'm looking for magnesium or titanium, I know that's over here. Now you can see that I can't fit any more into there. We can also click this and it will sort it. So we'll take all the titanium out. And we'll just have this one as magnesium. And then we'll see if we can make another one. Nope, we're out of iron. And then so we'll put all of our ice in here. And our cobalt. There we go. Just kind of fill that out for now. And again, I would only use your food and water when it's really low. I would not use these things unless it's very far down. All right, now I'm going to go show you a secret, everybody. If you run over this way, I suggest to have your 200 backpack before you attempt this, because you're going to need to run a pretty far way. But if we see any iron, that's what we really need a bunch of. We're going to grab that along the way. We're just going to mainly focus on iron now. That's titanium there. Some iron here. And again, I'll come back and I'll get all of this. I'll get every last bit of it, everybody. Okay, now here's a little secret, everybody. Oh, I got a living compartment window. So stuff unlocks as you're playing, which is really fun. So you run along the edges here, everybody. And you go ahead and look for something along the side. Now, I suggest to do this early game, because later it's a little harder. You just run along this edge here, and just keep kind of pushing against the edge. Right over here. And I actually don't remember exactly where it is, but I do remember it's over here somewhere. Right here kind of looks like where it's at. Somewhere here. Oh, it's over here somewhere. I feel like it's right here. I don't think I have my jetpack. I don't have my jetpack. And so we'll go along here. Now, one of the problems is you can see that my oxygen's getting low. So I got to say, oh, God, I got to need some oxygen. So I can go ahead and put my little compartment thing here. And then hope I have enough for this. I do. And there you go. That's how to save yourself right there. Build that really, really quick. And keep those resources on you so that you can keep on exploring. And I'll get more iron while I'm at it. And exploring these edges. God, I forget where this is. I know it's over here. I know it's over here somewhere. I forget. I know it's here. And it's not this far. It's definitely the other way. But while we're out here, I can see there's a chest way over there. See there's a chest in the ground? So what I like to do with these chests is I like to go and get all the resources out of them. Like this. Whoa, a lot of stuff in there. And so you can just go ahead and left click, take all that out of there. And one of the things that I like to do also is to deconstruct these boxes so I don't keep going back to them and thinking that I can loot them. Always a good idea. And again, those boxes are going to have a bunch of cool stuff in it. How much room do I have? So definitely, you know, leave yourself a little bit of, leave yourself little areas where you can get your oxygen back. Or you can just make a bunch of oxygen things. I don't like it taking up my inventory. Carrying around the oxygen and all of that. Maybe you might carry one around for emergencies. But me, I just keep walking back to my base. And then get my oxygen back up. And then I keep walking on to the next thing. Now, normally every base that I build, I will build a crafting and so I can make water and food and all of that. But yeah, I can't remember where it's at. I know it's over here somewhere. I might have to wait for the water to come up. I kind of remember it was in between here. Let's give this one more look. I feel like it was over here somewhere. Oh, I can't remember. I feel like it's up there. Maybe I have to jump. I think you have to wait for the water to come in just a little bit. Oh man, I can't remember. I can't, unless they changed it. Now what you usually do is you usually run against the edge and you'll find a little secret spot back there. I can't remember. I thought it was like right here somewhere. I feel like it's right here. And there's a lot of secret stuff in this game to find. See if I can get up here. I'm just jumping. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, I can't quite get up there. Not my jetpack. I gotta watch out. Gotta run out of oxygen. And I can also bring my health up. Low oxygen. Okay. Well, I don't remember exactly where it is, and don't tell me. Don't tell me. I will try to. I'll try to remember. Maybe less learn to play on this one. Yeah, I should have probably not put this one as learn to play. I probably should have put this one as tell me nothing, because later on in the playthrough, I'm gonna get to stuff I haven't done yet. Yeah, we'll do that next time. For right now, we're just doing the beginning. Okay, so let's see what we got on us. So again, you can just keep... Oh, we found another lerma seed. Cool. And also some stuff we can grow. So we'll go ahead and make ourselves a water bottle. And we'll go ahead and make ourselves an oxygen cap. There we go. So we'll have that as a backup, and we can sort that. I personally would prefer it to be up here at the top. That's where I would want it to be. But such is the way it goes. This way all the other stuff would come in after it. Okay, so we found a box. Oh, wait, there's a box up there. Oh, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to all of that. We'll come back because we're going to run out of time. Okay, now we've gotten to a point now where we've collected a bunch of stuff. Now, again, remember, I have played through the game before, but the game was not complete. It was still in early access. So I think I got up to right before... I think I got to the transform level like 3 or 4. I almost said what it was. I don't want to spoil what it is yet for those of you who haven't seen the playthrough. There's a whole bunch of stuff that happens along the way, and it's like update number 4 or update to the world number 4, where I have all the biggest stuff and all the biggest things running before. But of course, they've changed a bunch of stuff, so we'll check all that out in a bit. Okay, we're going to go over here, and we could probably use another crate, let's say, right over there. And then, again, just bring all this stuff back. Don't need this right now. Offload those. And then I take the stuff off, and this is how I organize. I take the stuff out, and then I put it back. There you go. Lots and lots of iron. Yes, the changes are amazing. Control key to move the same type of item in the chest. Yes, I'm the one that actually suggested it to him, and that's why they added it in the game. I forgot. I forgot. I'm the one that said to do that. When you hit control, it does the same type into the thing. Thanks for that reminder, Deal. You can thank me for that when you play the game. Okay, so we got our veggie thing. Now, we have another thing that we can do a veggie to. So we need iron, ice, and magnesium. So we've got our iron, Over here, we've got our ice. And then over here, we've got our magnesium. See, and we're starting to organize our stuff. Here's a storm going on. And so we've got that, and now we can make another one of these tubes, which is going to be right in front of the door. Over here. And then we can put this in the tube, and then boom, now it's actually going to cause the oxygen to go faster, right? It's at 0.30. You can see it up there on the top. If I take it out, you can see that it goes down to 0.15. So each one is adding 0.15 to the transforming of the oxygen. And I try to put it down the second I got those. The second I get them, boom, put them down as quick as possible. Now I do want to expand my base, so I need 2 iron and 1 titanium. So here's iron, iron, titanium. And then let's make a bigger base here. So we're just going to go ahead and just tack on another room. Now, when you tack on another room, the game is so smart that it just like all of a sudden, boom, now you got more space. Now, one of the things that I like to do is just go ahead and take all of that out or control click it. And then now I want to deconstruct it. So one of the things that I don't use all that much is the torch, I feel, in the beginning. I just turn up your, brightness personally. But I'm going to take the torch out and put the deconstruct in. And now what I can do is, I think it's control. What is it to deconstruct? Oh, God, I can't remember. I can't remember. It's been so long. Let's go see. Let's see. Which rotates. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, it's down there. It's on the tool. Arrow. Q, E, W. Oh, it's R. Yes, R to deconstruct. And then, boom, now I can deconstruct that box and move it out of the way. And then I hit R to construct. And then, there we go. Wow, that's been a long time, everybody. So now we can move that box over there. We can go ahead and open this storage crate and control-click all of this stuff. Oh, not enough room. Over here, control-click all of this, this, and this. There we go. And then, again, we can start moving around all of our crates and hit... it's actually... T is what we want to hit. And then we're going to move all of our storage over here to this side. Like that. And you can get bigger storage things later on. Control click all of this. Very nice. And then T to get to the next thing to deconstruct. Oh, and then we actually left some behind because our inventory got full. And then I control click this out of here. And then get some iron, which we dropped over here. There we go. Now I'm going to tuck that one around the back. Just a bit. There we go. And then, again, put all this... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! I died! And this is what happens when you die, everybody. You drop your stuff on the ground. It's very funny to die when you have the actual thing that you need on your character. So yes, that's what happens when you die, everybody. You drop your stuff that you have on you, and you have to go back and collect it. Luckily, I'm in my base, so it's no big deal. But that is a fast way to die, by not paying attention to your stuff, which happens to me a lot, everybody, because I'm busy doing 100 different things, and I'm also talking to chat at the same time. So it's okay to die. You want to get your first death out of the way anyway. So that you can keep on rocking. Now I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to deconstruct this. And I'm going to move this over here to this side. So I can use it right here in this corner. And then I'm going to make another doorway. If I have enough iron, titanium, and silicon. There's some silicon there. Titanium. No iron. Again, this is gonna be a common theme, everybody. Now, the best way to cure your ills in pretty much any game is to die. And so, if you notice that my water went back up to halfway now, since I died. You can see that my thing is getting bigger here. Very cool. And now we have a two-thing house. Okay, what was I building? I forgot. Another door. All right. I like to have lots of doors in my bases, so I don't have to keep going in that door. I can now go up into this door and just do my crafting on this side, and then check all my stats and whatnot's going on over there. So there's something inside. Anything inside? talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? Okay, put that over there. And then put our plant over there, and there we go. Those are all organized, looking good. Look at all of our board now, everybody. Remember, we started with nothing, and now we have already progressed our board. Now we can go ahead and see what we've unlocked down here. Let's go ahead and go way over this way and see what we've unlocked so far. We've unlocked a T2 backpack, our living compartment window, and oxygen tank. Now, if we try to put in a window like this, we're going to need iron and cobalt. Kind of a waste in the beginning of the game, I think. But we're going to run out here. We're going to get her done. And looking for that iron. Silicon. Iron. Okay. Forgot what I was making now. That was my biggest problem is I forget. Oh, the window, so I can show you guys the window. So, oh, get cobalt. There we go. Okay, so now I can go ahead and just add a window. So say the meteors are coming down. I want to see where the meteors are going there. Oh, and we got a new solar panel. Awesome. We just got that unlocked. We can go look at our blueprints here, right here, because we hit 1.0. Very cool. We're trying to hit 175,000. We got a long way to go. Or not too much more to go, but a pretty good amount of way. So T1 solar panel we just got. I suggest the second something unlocks, everybody, you should try to use it straight away. So silicon. Do I have any more titanium? No. All right, now what I'm going to do is start grouping things. So I'm going to put my chips and foods and seeds and everything over there. I'm going to go ahead and take all of these out of here. And put the cobalt over here, a little bit of cobalt and silicon, and then the rest of these in here. Try to keep the ice separate because that's really for making water and whatnot. If you're starting to get paranoid about your health, you can just go ahead and just use both of these up, or use your water up. Now, the biggest problem I'm going to have is food. And that's typically why I don't use them, is because they're somewhat fairly rare. And you really need to get your food popping and locking very early game. Okay, then we're going to make, what was it? Water bottle. And we get our ice. Make some water. And now we got oxygen and water, but we're going to need some food. Now, at this point, once you have all this stuff kind of running, everything's looking good. And in fact, we could probably build another pressure machine. We had more iron. I would start to look for places to explore. Now, I would also build little mini bases everywhere you can. Now, when you go to build a base, you want to memorize this. 2 iron, 1 titanium, right? 2 iron, 1 titanium, and another iron, titanium, silicon. So if we write this down, the combination of this would be 3 iron, 2 titanium, or Ti, and then 1 silicon. So I'm going to write that down so I don't have to remember it. And I suggest you do the same, or you can just remember it off the top of your head if you're good at remembering things. So that's what I should always be carrying on my character at any given time. So that means I can explore without running out of space. So, again, silicon, 3 iron, and we need a little bit of silicon. And I'm also walking toward my destination while I'm doing that, and I'm hoping that I actually get all the stuff that I need. There's some silicon. More titanium. We definitely want to look for iron. Over here. More of this. And again, look at my oxygen get real low. Iron. Again, if you die, you can just, walk back over here and do it again. I'm going to try to get up here on the top. Build a little base over here. There's a great spot for a base right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not enough iron. Red alert. Getting low. Quick. Woo! That was close. Now, of course, I have my oxygen thing. I could have just used it in there. But I like to see how close I can get it. Now, another thing I would do is I'd actually take this off of this side, and I would put it on this side. I only put it that side because I was running out. Just easier to get in and out of there. Another thing I would do is say, okay, do I have any room? Do I have any iron for this? And now we're ready to explore these kind of crashed things that you're going to run into. Now I'm a super looter, so I go and I roll over everything and see what I can find. There's some magnesium and other things over here. Now I'm going to have a bit of a problem, and you're going to see what it is here in a second. Because I'm going to run in here and start going. Oh, actually, it's on. Oh, yeah, there it goes. See, now this is where you run into the problem, everybody. I can't go any further because it's dark. And that's when you need your torch. So we can make a new torch, or we can walk all the way back, which we'll probably do right here. So now I've got a base here. I got one in the middle. I got one over there. I got one under the thing. And you want to build out these little mini bases wherever you go. And anytime you see iron in the early game, you want to just snag that up as much as you can, because you're going to use a lot of it. And you'll see me super loot all of those. I'll go and I'll pick up every single thing at some point. You wish it was a weekend you come play? I know, we got multiplayer now, huh? Well, we got a whole bunch of other things. Now, also, by the way, in the front of these, I can say this is magnesium. I can actually change what it's called in the front. So it'll actually tell me what's in the box. And I'm just going to say this one is ice. And this one is obscured, but we'll just say seeds. It's so cool that they added that, everybody. It really makes a huge difference when you can know what's in that particular thing. Okay, now this is actually my equipment, so I'm going to get my torch out of there. Now, there is something else that I can build that I haven't built yet, and that is my exoskeleton here. I need some silicon right here. And so let's go ahead and build that as well while we're at it. There we go. And we can put our exoskeleton on. We'll take our deconstruct off. Okay, now our exoskeleton gives us more slots to put more gear, right? So you got your thing on your backpack that can hold all the different gear. So now we can just go ahead and keep the deconstruction and have the torch on at the same time. I typically don't make the exoskeleton until I need the torch at that point. But you can make it in the early game as well. I try to, utilize my resources wisely and build in a certain order. Like I've already got the T2 backpack, I've already got the oxygen, and now I've done my exoskeleton. Now again, if you want to control what's going to unlock first, like right here, this is 2.5 there. I would definitely work toward, oh, there's your progress there. So our heat, we want to get that going so we get our progress screen. But if you're trying to aim toward a certain something, like when it comes to oxygen tanks and things like that, then you could focus, like there's a flower spreader there. You can focus more on doing pressure or more on doing heat, right? Like here we've got a better exoskeleton, so I can have more stuff. So maybe I want to do my heat more. Or our food grower, that's something I really want to do. So that's why I do my oxygen early. You notice I have 2 oxygen things going very early on. Now I say make as many as you can. As many as you can possibly afford to make, because you know what? Your resources don't do you any good sitting in the bank. Now I was looking for some titanium there, but there's none in there. It doesn't do you any good sitting in the bank. So try to keep these going as much as you can. Oh, I was going to build the higher solar panel. That's the other thing I was going to do. So, because we're going to need that here in a second anyway. Where's my cobalt? Over here. And, of course, the bigger solar panel going to allow you to, of course, produce more power. And then over here. And what else? Silicon. And I usually, the second I get it, is I build it, and then I can see what it does. Now, this is 6.5 versus 1.2. So this, of course, takes more resources, but that's a huge jump. That's like almost 6 times the amount of resources. And you can put it up on top of your base, which is what I love. Right up there. So it's up out of the way. Now, I could take these out. I don't even need those anymore. But I'm just going to leave them there because there's no big deal if I leave them there or not. I'm good. Go in here. And there we go. Okay, now we need what? We need some more iron. What a surprise. What a surprise to no one. More iron. And you're going to do a lot of this in the early game where you're collecting resources. And we'll get back to that ship over there in a second. Where you're collecting tons and tons of resources. I suggest that you get the process of terraforming. Oh, there we go, veggie tube. The process of terraforming going first, so you're unlocking these things while you're busy exploring all those cool little places like that. All right, let's put another drill down. And you can see I have enough power because the power didn't go off. We also got a level 2 veggie tube where we need magnesium and silicon and a bunch of ice, which we happen to have. So we have ice, we have silicon, and magnesium. Oh, wrong thing over here. Magnesium. There we go. Because again, we collected a whole bunch of resources. And so now we can go ahead and put down level 2s. Now, what's the difference between the level 1s and level 2s? Well, the level 1 is doing 0.15 per second. The level 2s is doing 1.2. That's a huge jump, everybody. So this is basically 15, and this is 100, or 120. So 15 and 120 is a big difference. For not that much more power, a little less than one more power, you could be doing massive higher ones. So you immediately take these ones out, everybody. Take these out straight away. Don't do that. Put these down and immediately switch these to the level 2s. Right? And then over here, same thing. Because you only have so many of these little seeds to start with. So we'll take that out. And we need more silicon to do another one. Now I'm out. Okay, let's go get some. Let's go find some. I'm just kind of scanning the horizon for one. And you can see that my resources are getting further and further away from my base, right? And that's what's going to happen over time. There we go. You do it to mark your way. That's a great use of those. Absolutely. Okay, another thing. Now, I try to keep as many of these going based on how many plants I have. Since I only have 2 plants, there's no reason for me to build any more right now. And as I find more of those plants, I'll just keep as many of those going. And now you can see that the oxygen is going to fire off. Look at it go. Look at it just ticking off now. Tick, 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 right? And again, that unlocks that next thing. So we unlocked our veggie tube. Now what I want to do is I want to get my oxygen going as fast as possible because I want this food grower. Because I'm going to run out of food very, very quickly in the game. Food is probably your most critical thing. Water, not as much because you can get ice and you can convert that. But I highly recommend going into the oxygen as quick as possible. Also give you a higher oxygen tank so you can spend more time outside. But let's just, while we're doing this, let's just go ahead and take care of our water. Let's go ahead and do our ice. Let's make another water bottle. And then be good to go. All right, now we're going to run away from there. We're going to let that stuff go. And we're going to run over here and we're going to explore our thing here. Oh, wow, we're over time too. We're over time too, but we're going to try to play this a little bit each day. We might also do some bonus streams of Planet Crafter. We've also got some other games we're going to be playing later as well that you can see on my schedule. We'll take a look at that. Let me get over here. Buttons. Buttons are hard. Let me get over here to my little thing, and I'll look that up. A really fun one, a sponsored one that we'll be playing later after some Skull and Bones. It is called... over here. Where is it? Where is it? On my schedule. It is called Life and Land. A very, very cool looking game, everybody. I've never played before. You learn to play. So if you've ever played it, you can go ahead and backseat game all you want on that one. Now this one I'm going to do a little learn to play this time so you can backseat game. But next time I will not because we'll start to get into some uncharted territory. All right, let's see if we brought some iron because I'm a big fan of just putting down as many boxes as you can. Like this. There we go. And then just completely emptying out your inventory before you go in. Now, I think it was F. Uh-oh. Oh, I hear some sandstorms coming in. But don't worry, we're going to be in here. So we're going to go in here, and it's going to be dark. Right? But, boom, we've got our torch. So now it's just dark and spooky. Now, what we can do is we can go in and deconstruct. Oh, I need level 2 deconstruct. And we can come back and deconstruct that stuff later. Now, we don't have a level 2 deconstruct, so we're just going to look around and see what we can find. Now, I suggest to look in every single area, because sometimes you might find some stuff sitting on the beds and things like that. Now, obviously, we're looking for this. Oh, I don't want to deconstruct. I just want to open it. Oh, look at these seeds. So now we have a bunch of seeds, and some of these seeds are 200%. So if we put those in there, it's going to double our production. So we're just going to go ahead and click those and take those out. There's also one up here, which is a blueprint microchip. That's super useful. I'm going to show you why that's useful later. Now watch that oxygen. Remember, we only have a limited amount of oxygen. Make sure you're looking in all these cabinets, everybody. Now I would come back and deconstruct those later. And we see we've got one over here. Whoa, a bunch more awesome stuff, including some aluminum. Look at how many of these things we could do right now. A lot. Now we can try to make our way past here, but we're going to need to deconstruct our way through, which I think is a brilliant use. Uh-oh, we're getting low. A brilliant use of your crafting there. That is actually part of the thing. Whoa, look at all this fabric and stuff. Oh, let's get the plants. Let's get the iron. All the stuff. Okay, we're out of stuff. Now, I could use my oxygen thing, or I can make a run for it. I'm going to make a run for it. Because that's why I put the base right here. And now I can go in here and just take all this stuff out of here. By the way, I suggest using control. Because control will make it go a little faster. Because anything that's the same, it'll put it in the thing. So there we go. So we moved it out of there, and we moved it to here. Oh, and now we got a indoor ladder. Now, one of the things that I'm really looking for more than anything is this food. So I'm going to eat the first one, and I'm going to put the second one on there. That's the thing you should be looking for early game. Food, food, food. Be looking for that as much as you can. I wish I could deconstruct that thing. Sadly, you can't, because it's like right in my way. Okay, so again, more in here we go. And let's see if we can deconstruct these boxes. There we go. I highly recommend deconstructing these boxes, or it'll just... otherwise, you'll just keep looking at them thinking you haven't looted them. I highly recommend doing all of that. Again, I can't deconstruct these, so I need level 2 chip. And then over here, let's see what's in here. More fabric and aluminum. And then deconstruct, and then you also get the iron from deconstructing that as well. I deconstruct every single thing I can deconstruct. Deconstruct all the debris. These chairs you can't deconstruct. There's some debris over here I can deconstruct. And so we're kind of exploring. Again, watch that oxygen. Constantly be watching it. Oh, look, there's a level 2 heater. So now I can deconstruct that one over there. And then this here. Oh, my goodness. Look at all this loot in here, everybody. Look, more food there, too. More food. Okay, now my character is full. There's no reason for me to keep going. You can get turned around real easy in here. Oh, I got a T3 backpack, too. Run back, and we're good. Now, another thing I want to do, of course, in every single location is have a little crafting station. So now, if I want my T3 backpack, I can just go in here and say, you know what, I want to build my T3 backpack. But I need some silicon, which, of course, I don't have. So let's put some of this down. And we'll go find one piece of silicon here. So we can get a bigger backpack. And we're going to need that iron back. And boom. Now, we got the aluminum from here, and it was just at the perfect timing. I did actually not time that, by the way. That just happened to work out. But I got some aluminum, which is one of those things you're going to be trying to hunt down. And I happen to get just enough to get the tier 3 backpack going on. So, awesome. Let's go ahead and eat some more food. And you can see that my food actually only does about, say, 40% or so, depending on what type of food it is. But you can see I'm also already pretty much running out of food. Now, I do have a bunch of iron that I found in there, and I deconstructed those crates in there. Now I can use the iron that I deconstructed on those crates to make more crates out here. So instead of having them in there, I can have them out here and have quite a few of these now to hold all of this loot. Oh, a little too close there. I would love it if we could have stacked these. These would have been awesome to stack. It's kind of a bummer. we can't stack those. You know, beggars can't be choosers, everybody. Let's go ahead and put all this stuff away. Now, I'm not going to sort it right now. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in there again. And let's go ahead and do our water bottle. Just kind of get ourselves squared away. And I'm going to run out here and grab this ice. Every nook and cranny, you know it. All right, we're going to grab that ice so we can make water. There we go. Now we got all three of our things, or two of the things. And again, I would keep all three on you once you get your backpack going a bit. All right, I don't see anything else in here. And nothing I can deconstruct. Looking for any boxes, anything I can deconstruct here. All right, and then we'll get all of this. Just going to hit Control and left click. And then hit T to switch to deconstruct. And then R to get back out. Oh, another blue trip. All right, nice. Deconstruct. And then a bunch more sweet loot in here. Oh, man, so much sweet loot. That is, I'm glad I came over here first, man. I totally forgot. I can't get those. I didn't even remember that you could do those before. Now, also, I would aim at the walls because there are some secret stuff in the floors and the ceilings. There is some secret stuff that you can find in the game. So I definitely would aim at all the walls and whatnot. Honestly, I can't remember where all this stuff is, so it's going to be new for me again, too. Can't remember. Oh, there was something. Deconstruct technical debris. Oh, no, that's going over there. Now, I can't get in these doors because the doors are blocked off. I'm kind of looking to see if there's anything else. No, I think that was a pretty good haul. All right, anything up here in the front I can deconstruct or no? Okay, I think we got that going. Good. Boom. Now, we got a ton of loot, everybody. We got a ton of loot. Now, the first loot I would probably bring back would be the seeds and including the iron. But we got a little bit of everything, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. Now, I could construct it over there and just start building stuff over there as well. But I'm the type of person, yes, very overburdened. I'm the type of person that likes to bring it back to my central base. I'm just that type of person, and I kind of build it up at my central base, and I keep running the power, and so on. And so on, and so on, and so on. Okay, now we're going to need some room over here, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and build out even more so. All right. And build out another one. Oh, we need some titanium. Not sure I have any titanium in here. I think I used it all up. Well, there we go. All right, control click that. Notice it put that in there. I'm going to put my chips in there as well. Fabric in this one. Food in there. Actually, I'll just keep the food on me for now. And then all the plants, I can go ahead and make a new one over here. And then now I'm just going to put all the plants in there. Like that. Oh, and we got a heater, the tier 2 heater now. Very nice. Now, of course, if you're playing this game, if you're playing it really well, then you're constantly trying to keep up with your upgrades, which I think is cool. Aluminum there. Super alloy. We'll get back to that later. I kind of feel like we can go ahead and actually fix the orientation of this one. See, this is like you start doing this, everybody, and then 5 hours later, you're still at it. Okay, now when you take it out, it's going to take the name out, and we'll just call this equipment. And this one's ice, so we're going to take cobalt out of there. This is magnesium, so we're going to take those out of there. And this one we're going to call plants. And this one is going to be iron and miscellaneous. All right, now all of our miscellaneous is going to go in there. Eventually, you'll see me do a separate one for cobalt and all of that, but unnecessary right now. I don't need to make them all separate. I find I have a lot of magnesium, a lot of ice, and of course, our various equipment. Now, again, what we want to do is go ahead and every time it upgrades, like here at the heater, we want to go ahead and do that next thing. So we've got heaters here where we need 2 iridium, silicon, aluminum, and all of that. Now, we don't have that much aluminum. We have 2 aluminum. We have some iron. Let's take all the iron, all the iridium that we have. We need silicon and titanium, which I think we're out of both of those. Yes, silicon and titanium out. Well, let's go get some. And, of course, since we have the larger backpack, we can grab a bunch of this other stuff while we're at it. So we'll grab a little bit of ice while we're out. And then titanium. Again, how many do we need? We need 2 more silicon, maybe another titanium. 2 titaniums. We need another silicon. Because I want to do 2 of them, right? I want to get 2 of them going. Now, again, I can run into my area over here, which is, no, I'll just do it just for fun. But I could just run back and do it over there. But I'm going to run it over here on this side, because this is really where my iridium is. And so anytime I want to do anything with heat, I'm most likely going to run over here and grab some iridium to get it going. Now, again, the most efficient way of doing it is just grabbing what you need in the moment, or grab what you kind of run by. That's what typically I'll do. But now we want to go ahead and do our bigger heater. Now, notice you can't do it outside. You have to do it inside. Now, do I need the smaller heater anymore? Not really. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that. And then now do a second large heater. And then you heard my power go off. Now we need a couple cobalt. Right over here. See one over this way. Again, see how this game just, the momentum of the game just keeps going, going, going. Now, obviously, I've played before, so I have a little bit of a... Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, it did not want to give me that. Low power. That one's a little glitched. All right, we'll go over here and get this one. Okay. So we're going to need more power. Now, I'm going to go T1 solar panel because that's going to give me a lot more power. Yeah, let's go like that. Now, not only does it stop over here, by the way, it stops everywhere on the entire planet. So you got to make sure that your power is always on and it's doing its thing. Now, these heaters are going to make the heat go super fast, everybody. It's going to absolutely crank. Now, it just happened to be easier because I knew where the iridium is. You might spend a lot of time, if you didn't know that, looking for where it is. I also know where a whole bunch of other resources are as well. Now, as you can see, as I'm walking back to my base, I'm going to take the extra time to just grab any resources I run into, especially silicon and titanium. In this case, don't really need the magnesium, but I'm going to grab it anyway. And now I'm starting to stock up. All right, we're going to go 5 more minutes. Oh, God, I went way over. Way over. 5 more minutes, everybody. 5 more minutes. Famous last words. Hey, Suri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes starting now.
All right, we're going to try to get a couple more of these going. And see how we do. Now, again, on your way back, since I have plenty of oxygen, I would fill up your inventory with loot so you can drop it off when you get over here. And I'm the one that suggested this. This actually comes from Satisfactory and other games where you can just roll up in here and say magnesium, control click, boom, in it goes. Then you can say ice, control click, in it goes. Then you can say like equipment, which I don't really have anything for equipment. Plants, I don't have any of those. Titanium, iron, cobalt, and silicon, which I don't have enough space for those. But I can take the iron out and make another box over here. Actually, I'll put it over here so I can label it. And then put this as titanium or TI. And then we'll take the titanium out of here, put the cobalt and the silicon and the iron in there. And then we'll put titanium over here. You're going to need a lot of titanium, too. Okay, what was the new stuff that we got? Let's see. We got our blueprints. We got our heater. We got our T3 backpack, which we did. We got an indoor ladder, which I rarely ever use those. Let's go back over here. We're almost to this. Let's see. Beacon. Oh, there's our progress thing. That's one of the things we needed to get done, our progress screen. This one's at 5, so we got a little ways till that happens. This one's at 17. Okay, so our next upgrade is going to be our T2 drill under pressure. Now, if we want to make that go faster, of course, we'd want to put more drills out, right? So more titanium, more iron. So what I do is I just like to take all of the titanium and all of the iron out and use it up. Because it's not going to save you, it's not going to do you any good sitting in the base. So there we go. And then another one. And then we're out of iron. Okay, there we go. Now it's going to go faster. And we'll start to see these numbers start to click off. There we go. Now you want to see them going like this. Tick, 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 tick. As fast as possible. All right, more water. And we'll use our ice here. Always have one on you just in case. And then water. There we go. Again, our biggest problem is going to be food. So now all we have to do now is just run back and forth and bring all of the resources from over there over here to our primary base, or we could just build it out over there if you want to. It's up to you. It's your base. You do what you want to. Do the NPCs in Enshrouded remind you of Preston Garvey? A little bit, Ems. A little bit. Right? Take this quest. Take this quest whether you like it or not. They are a bit Preston Garvey-esque. Okay, now it's just a little bit of running back and forth. Grabbing all these resources. We have a bigger backpack now, too, so we can carry a lot more. Again, I'll just grab all that stuff randomly. Now, do I need all of these boxes over here now? No. So I can get the iron back by deconstructing those and just move the boxes over here to my other place. And you'll see me just continue to expand this location over here little by little. Now, later on, this will be a problem as well. We'll fix that later on. But I'll just keep expanding my actual storage because I want to start to store up tons of extra resources. So as I unlock stuff, I already have the resources to do that thing, right? And so that's why the best thing to do while you're waiting for it to do converting is to collect resources all the time. Constantly be collecting. We got a little bit of aluminum there. We got that. Magnesium over here. And I do a lot of sorting. Try to keep the stuff, well sorted. I put a little magnesium there. Then over here. Oh, not enough room. Not enough room for all of that stuff. All right, let's take a little bit of this out. Put the cobalt in. We'll keep the iron. Put that in there. With that, this is fabric, so we can just call this kind of equipment for right now, and seeds. Put that in there. We got plants, so let's go ahead and put these in our plants. Microchips, which would be equipment. And there we go, sorted. Back over we go again. Oh man, we're out of time. We're out of time. All right, we're gonna do one last thing. We're gonna move all these resources over there, and hopefully in about 5 minutes. Let's do it, or maybe a couple minutes, because I'm gonna come back later, and we're going to be doing some Skull and Bones, and then also playing that other game, which I totally forgot the name again, of Life and Land. Which I think you guys will like as well. You never know. It might be your next favorite game. This might be your next favorite game, everybody. I highly recommend it. I'm going to leave one box here, but if another box is empty, then I'm going to go deconstruct it and take it out because there's no reason for me to keep it right now. Take that iron out of there and deconstruct it. Now, you can try to deconstruct it without anything in there. Like in this case, you can see I have 4 iron, and then I can deconstruct this one. Well, there's nothing in there, so it'll let me deconstruct it just fine. You can also deconstruct your crafting station. I usually leave 1 crate and 1 crafting station and just a basic base. And then we good. And then if I see some iron, I'm going to grab that. And just constantly. So you go back and forth a lot. So while you're going back and forth, just, drain these up. You don't have to just specifically go out to grab everything, though sometimes I do. But if I'm walking back and forth, it's more advantageous if I just grab this stuff, because it's more efficient, because I got to run over there anyway. And if I have room in my inventory, it's better to grab it on the way back. I'm bringing all this stuff back to my base over here anyway. Get some more of this titanium while we're out here. And you do get bigger storage over time. And I'm watching my... oh, inventory full. I'm watching my oxygen over there, always. Always watching the oxygen. Now, by the way, in this game, you can just go ahead and put your character right here in AFK. Just let it run if you want. I like to play it as it's happening. I feel like that's super fun, but you can fully just AFK there, and you'd be fine. Oh, man, look at all that iron. Look at all that good stuff. Okay. Now, is there anything else we can build that we haven't built yet? No, we got a TT here. We don't really need to build this stuff. This is mainly for sleeping and whatnot if you want to finish the daytime and whatnot. I'm not going to use any of this other stuff for right now. I'm going to wait till my next thing unlocks. I need to put my progress screen down so you guys can see that. Let's put that up over here. Okay, now these are the different game stages. Now, the first game stage I'm in is the barren stage. As you can see, and we're trying to get toward the blue sky stage, and we're 5% of the way. So we got quite a ways to go. Now, another thing you want to do is save your game. Everything I just did was not saved, everybody. So definitely want to save it. Now, another thing that we could do is make a bunch more veggie tubes here. We have a ton of iron and whatnot. I would get all of your iron at this point. Oh, new blueprint. I get all of your iron. What else? Iron, ice, magnesium, ice, magnesium. And put down as many of these tubes as you can, because now you have a ton of plants, right? So you really want to boost your oxygen as much as you can. And I'm going to go ahead and try to find the one that's 200%. Look at all those 200% ones I have now. And then we're going to go ahead and put those in there. Now, I would even go as far as to take this one out and put the 200% in, and all of these first, so that you got those maxed out. More silicon, and in there we go. Let's put some of this cobalt back. Get all the silicon we can. Another veggie tube there. Up, and we ran out of power. So now we need to use some of our resources for more power. That's a little tricky to get it to go up there. And there we go, more power. And we got that in there. And more silicon. And again, eventually I'll have it for each and every resource. But in the beginning, I just don't have enough resources to make it worth the effort of making a bunch of separate boxes. Just keep that in mind. If you spend too much time organizing in the beginning, then it's not going to be worth your time because you have nothing to organize, really. This looks like silicon up here. And this is how you keep going and going and going and going and end up running into your next stream. Oh, and I got a new drill, see? Again, I like to play it as it's happening. So now I can replace my current drills because they are massively obsolete now with the new drill. And I'll show you why. We'll go back over here. So if I were to do this, the T1 drill is doing 0.2. Now the T2 drill is doing 1.5. Again, 0.2 or 1.5. So you definitely want to just go instantly and deconstruct these suckers and get all those resources back. All 4 of those does not equal 1 of these. Now, of course, it's going to take more power, and that's okay. But I would instantly do that. Ran out of power again. But I would instantly replace the lower level ones with the higher level ones. Again, but we have more resources. We can then go in. We can update more power. Come on, I know you want to go there. There you go. And there we go. So now that is actually, instead of being like 0.246 be 8. So instead of 0.8, this is now producing, and we can see it over here, by the way. We can see it's producing 3, right? So instead of 0.8, it's producing 300, right? So instead of 8, it's 300. So that's a huge difference. And you can see that now that pressure is starting to tick off a little faster because we've already kind of got the pressure, past the pressure. You can see our oxygen is absolutely cranking up there. And we can keep adding more and keep adding more to the base and keep updating and updating, and you want that pressure to keep building up. Now, one of the things I'm suggesting, everybody, is don't do this too fast. Do not get out of barren mode too fast. We can get into blue sky, it's probably fine. But watch out in the future, because what it's going to do is start to affect the terrain and your ability to pick up the stuff that's on the terrain. And that's why I would super loot all the low areas. I would spend most of your time exploring when you're in the barren and blue sky stage, than to wait till the later game. So that's why you'll see me super loot everything in the earlier game. I'll go pick up every bit of resource I can. I'll look for boxes. I'll look for secret stuff. I'll look for locations. Oh, there's a new oxygen tank we can build. And so on. I would get all of that going. Oh, we need 2 more aluminum. I don't think I have any more aluminum. Oh, I do. Oh, man. This is like the greatest playthrough of this game I've ever done. That's just lucky, everybody. I could say it was skill, but that was just lucky that I happened to have some. All right, tier 3 backpack. Oh, I gotta have tier 2. Oh, I have a tier 2 backpack. Oh, I got tier 3. Did it just instantly... Oh, it's tier 3 oxygen tank. That's what it was. All right, I looked at the wrong thing. Yes, tier 3 oxygen tank. My bad. But I needed stuff for that anyway. Okay, let's do our water bottle. And now we got big trouble in Little China, everybody. We got big trouble of we are running out of food. So let's go ahead and get some food. And then next time we come in, we're going to have to keep working that food, keep working that food. Let's put our ice away. Let's actually make another box that is just going to be for iron. Right over here. Oops. Change text. Iron. There we go. Put that in there. And we'll put all this miscellaneous. Oop, that does not go in there. This is going to be cobalt. Cobalt and miscellaneous. Okay, and then we can sort that. And we'll put our plants back. We'll put our iron over here. Oop, we got iron up there. Okay, we're good. We'll save again. And back to main menu. Okay, now I do have one that's much further along, so I'll give you just a tiny little peek of what we're going to happen in the future. So let's go ahead and go to this one real quick. We're just going to do a little peek and see if it
Emergency. Correct
if
your
it's
trajectory.
where I left off.
Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
Oh yeah, it's definitely where I left off. Oh, no, this is, yeah, you can see I'm doing a bunch of stuff there. This is actually not as far as I thought it was. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay, main menu. Let's see if I have one that's further in. I think this one. Survival 2. Oh, I don't have my old games. All right, skip.
Emergency. Correct your trajectory. Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
All right, let's see what this... Oh, this is the one. All right. So this is our future over here, everybody. You can see that I've got a lot of stuff running. We've got our last massive project. Look at those numbers on there. Massive projects. There's water out here. You can see that we've terraformed the stuff. I built this gigantic upper area to protect against meteors. I have a whole bunch of drilling stations and just a whole bunch of stuff. You can see this is the future of our playthrough here. Now, I don't spoil too much for you, but this was really fun to build. It's a meteor protection system for my base down here. Very cool. All right, I won't spoil too much. We'll come back and we'll play through and we'll unlock all of that cool stuff you can do later in game. Hey, Jobson, what's up? When are you playing Skull and Bones? 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in about 3 hours from now. So I gotta go get something to eat. Gotta rest a little bit and come on back and do it again. So let's go to Kismet Love Trade. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and get some things going. I gotta press some buttons and flip some switches over here. There we go. Let's see. Who do I want to show some love to today? Let's see. Mute me. Let's see who we got on right now. Now I don't like to raid, streamers who have thousands of viewers in there. I feel like they need raids less than the rest of us. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see who's playing some Planet Crafter right now. We'll go get somebody new. Who we got? Who looks awesome? Oh, look, I'm in there. Yeah, a lot of people playing Planet Crafter. Awesome, good to see. Let's see. Oh, man, this is a tough question. Oh, this is always it's so hard to pick people, everybody. I've rated literally thousands of people. I like this guy's hair over here. Sometimes I just pick people because they have awesome hair, everybody. That's it.
Yeah. 3 super ally.
Oh, I see. I know the part he's in. All right, we're just gonna raid someone randomly, everybody. I love this guy's name too. I have a big problem with this, but we'll see how it goes. And that you'll see what it means here in a second. Okay, we're gonna actually put up a raid target today, everybody, right over here. Boom. And we're gonna put it up on the board. Boom. Come on, up there. There we go. Twitch.tv/howtobequiet. Fantastic raid name, everybody. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put our raid stuff in the chat here. Where's my raid button? Do I not have it in there anymore? What's the command in the chat, everybody? I forgot what it was. Maybe Love Train. Yes, there we go. All right, we got our Love Train. Ray, you want to go ahead and highlight that, copy and paste it in the chat. What up, Jobson? And put it right there in the chat. Nope, that wasn't it. Why did it? Oh, I did the wrong thing. I got to do it over here. Copy. And then paste. Bam! Right like that. There we go. So that's what you want right there. You want your Love Train to look like that. We're going to copy. We're going to paste it. We're going to go ahead and put it in their chat. We're going to show them some love, everybody. Put it in their chat only one time, and then we're going to hit the follow button and show them some love. I'm going to go ahead and start up that raid right now. Oh, I got to get the name again. I didn't start the raid before I did the thing. Right over here. So again, come raid with me, everybody. This is one of my favorite things to do on Twitch. Sometimes I get sidetracked and a whole bunch of other stuff, but today is the day. We're going to get back to raiding. Boom. There we go. Raid underway. Now, again, come join us for the raid, everybody. Again, this person's name is How to Be Quiet. I don't know this person. I've never seen this person before, but he's playing some Planet Crafter right now. And so he is very quietly playing the game. I can see he's not talking at all. So it might be a good distraction from my stream because I do talk a lot. Because I like to commentate my stream. I think it's a lot of fun, personally. So we're going to roll on out of here. Now, again, thanks to all my Patreon supporters down there. Thanks to everybody over here coming up. I'm going to go ahead and shower you guys with a bunch of Kizcats for being awesome. I'm going to be back in about 2 hours and 45 minutes, whatever it is your local time. For me, it's going to be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check out my new schedule. Oh, that's not updated. You can check out my new schedule on my social medias right over here. You can follow these links right here and show some love to the stream. And again, I'm going to shower you guys with a bunch more Kizcaps right over here for being awesome. There you go. And we're going to roll on out of here. And I will see you all next time, of course, in a couple hours. See you then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norver. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button.